5 ways to tell if you need to shake up your marketing agency relationship for your organization. Number 1 is the CRM void, right? If an agency remains absent from your CRM, then who's steering the ship? Without a direct line of sight into the opportunities, the sales follow-ups, the lead quality, and driving meaningful revenue, they're not going to be looking at the right type of things, right? And that might be evident of something missing at a bit of a bigger picture here between your relationship with them. The next one is then the metrics attached to that, but the metrics that we're following after. Sometimes agencies can celebrate superficial metrics, a lot of the sort of top funnel dust that floats around. I'm not counting dark social in this. I'm a big believer and fan of dark social and the power of providing educational content and really becoming a thought leader and having multiple touch points with your users. But you can't do that at the behest of ensuring that you have true value being generated. And there's a timeline for generating true value. It's not going to happen overnight. But if you are aligned on the metrics that we're going to be tracking over the next quarter to 6 months, then that's a great way to start a relationship that's going to mean that they're more interested in pipeline quality, sales velocity, CAC, all those things that are important to you, rather than just the stuff that they enjoy doing and can kind of create a picture around. The third one is incentive imbalance. So everything that we've just discussed, agencies profiting from your ad spend as an example, rather than your return on investment, well, that kind of epitomizes misaligned incentives overall. Now, you may be in a position where everything else is nailed and you just need ad spend done. Awesome. That type of model might well work for you. Spending 10-25% of ad spend may well be there. But if you're looking for a more holistic approach, an organization that can wrap themselves around you and really provide support on revenue generation overall and challenge you, then that just isn't really going to work. So you need to have some form of like monthly cost into this so that they can be doing strategic work, be doing some market analysis, be doing some competitor analysis, and bring ideas to you to move things forward. Number 4 attached to that is the price fallacy, right? So not just on how we incentivize them, but what is the structure and how much are they charging? And an incredibly low fee might seem appealing and really competitive to begin with, and it might make you feel like they really want to work with you, but more often than not, it betrays a bit of a deeper issue and a value that they place on themselves. Anyone conscious of the amount of work that goes into delivering like the immense value that you're looking to try and do, they certainly won't be tagging their worth at the 3 to 5K a month type of mark. So it's imperative that when you look at the cost of this type of organization, it's based on the value that it's going to bring to your organization, not just on making the cheapest cut you possibly can from this specific channel. And that also leads into the last one, which is the strategic stagnation that can happen within agencies. You may have had some fantastic strategic conversations a year ago, 2 years ago, however long it has been. But since then, things have started to kind of fall back and you just really haven't been challenged or new ideas brought to the table. It's more just completing actions and tasks and that they're getting paid for that. And a lot of CMOs, whether it's on podcasts that I'm speaking to or within networks or within online discussion forums, they're echoing the same thing, that these agencies have no longer become strategic allies for them, and they're more just almost like an outsourced contractor that will complete tasks for them. And we need to switch that around, right? Agencies need to be able to come into organizations' challenge and to be a voice of strategic opportunity for these organizations, not just focusing on maybe some of the sort of MQL waterfall type activity that happened maybe a decade ago. The sure may work for a short period of time, but it just isn't going to create the transformative growth that they're looking. So there's 5 things there. If one of those is cropping up for you, I would suggest having a conversation with that agency, seeing if you can turn that relationship around, and sort of communication and transparency is often a key to resolution. But if not, then there's lots of good agencies out there. If you need a tip, shoot me an email and I'll point you in the right direction. Have a great day.